Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Out to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Newton. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bengals 47-yard line.
Throwing again is Newton. Forced out to his left. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Newton. Dancing to his left. Oh, what a move. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
On 1st down, Dickerson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Cooper Kupp there to make the grab. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, 62 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. From the 27, Newton. He's going to look deep for more. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there for Cincinnati. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. From the end zone, Newton. That ball is caught on the full extension dive by the Hall of Famer Rice.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. They fake the give. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the feet.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They go play action with Burrow. He's going to take another shot here. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Burrow on play action. And he's got it. Touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now a first down throw for Newton. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Newton. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play there for Cincinnati. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Pat Freiermuth from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first down, Dickerson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Just beating the play clock is Newton. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll buy some time right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go quickly here out to Moore. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, Dickerson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Newton. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd and 9, Newton, and he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Carlson able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Burrow. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Throwing, Burrow. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Burrow. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by the safety, Taylor Mays. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Newton's going to throw it. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's across for the